start? Okay. Okay, beautiful song, beautiful song. Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Baruch Hashem. We are together again. And today is 26th of Sivan, as you know, and it's the 22nd of June, 25. Before we start, of course, we have to thank Hashem for, giving us the opportunity to be together, and to thank you guys, of course, that you're here to listen and to study some Torah, and of course, to thank the technician that we cannot do anything without him. I think that my brother, my oldest brother, I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, and I'm the youngest one. So I think my eldest brother is listening to the Zoom from Israel. So if he's there, his name is Eli Golan. Shalom, Eli. Welcome. Okay. So, well, a lot of things going on in this world these days, and we have to really increase our praise to Hashem, and as many chapters that we can read from Tehillim, from the book of Devarim, whatever we can do to tighten the connection with Hashem, to really protect us and save us from all these evil forces that we see what's going on today. And of course, we have to thank Hashem for everything. He has good messengers, like the President of the United States, very good messengers that helping the Jewish people around the world. Baruch Hashem. So we'll go. I'm sorry. Go back to the Torah portion before the Shabbos. Last Shabbat before that, Torah portion Be'halot'cha. And it talks about a lot of different subjects that I just picked up a couple of things to increase our belief and our trust in Hashem. There was a situation, it's in chapter 11, verse 23. There was a situation that the people of Israel were complaining in the desert about food and about some other things. And Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, take care of the situation. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, how can I do that? There's so many people, we don't have enough food for them. So Hashem tells him something that is really nuclear, that we have to understand and believe in our lifetime. It says it, okay. He says, Hashem said to Moses, is the hand of Hashem limited? What do you think? That I cannot do anything? I can do everything for you. There's no, Hashem is not limited in everything that we need and we want. So what's the point? We need to teach ourselves. We have to train ourselves that Hashem can do everything. So what's the problem? The problem is 100% Emunah and confidence in Hashem. And no complaints. What do you mean no complaints? They can't complain to Hashem. Why did you do that? This is not our business. Hashem knows better than us. We don't know what's going on in our life. We don't know what happened before. We don't know what's going to happen later. And that's why we cannot complain. We should be happy with Hashem's decision, thank Him, and move on with happiness. And that's what Hashem wants to see, how close we are to Him. And of course, Hashem saved the Jewish people and He gave them anything that they needed. That was not a problem. So that was one thing that we need to learn, that Hashem is here with us. He wants to give us everything that He wants, that we want, that we need. But it's up to us. Remember, Jeremiah said in the book of Echa, he said the good, I think I told you that many times, we have to remember that. The good and the bad does not coming from Shamayim just like that. It is the result of the consequences of our deeds and even the way we talk. So we cannot blame anybody else. We have to see how we behave and try to first to improve on a daily basis. It's not easy, but it's possible. Maybe one day I'll show you a picture of what I'm talking about, how to improve. I think you'll be shocked, but Bezat Hashem, I'll try to show you a picture next week. I didn't prepare, it just came to my mind right now. To show you, it's unbelievable. I'm telling you, something that I see every day, but it happened to me also, happened personally to me, and it is something that it will be nice to see. I hope that it will help other people. Bezat Hashem. Okay, so hold your breath in next Sunday. Bezat Hashem. Okay, so another subject that happened in the Torah portion of Be'halot'cha is when Miriam and Aaron, and they're righteous people. They are so, I mean, we can't imagine how righteous they were at the time. I mean, till today, we know that they are righteous people. They had some issue with Moshe Rabbeinu that he had to divorce his wife and, to talk to Hashem. So they said, why Hashem did not ask us? We are also prophets. How come we didn't have to do that? We did not divorce our spouses. How come Moshe have to do that? Now, the difference between Moshe Rabbeinu and all the other prophets, that Moshe Rabbeinu was the only prophet ever that Hashem, it says in the Torah, that Hashem spoke to him face to face. All the other prophets, Hashem, where he revealed himself through dreams. So all the other prophets were dreaming about Hashem, about the messages, and then they would deliver it to the Jewish people. Now, since Moshe Rabbeinu had to be in contact with Hashem on a hourly basis, then it says he could not be with a relationship with a woman, even his wife, of course. So he had to be 100% pure all the time. He cannot have anything to do with anything. So, and because Miriam and Aaron said, why did he do that? Why he divorced his wife? That's not fair. It's not right. Because they said this kind of things, and it counts as a lashon hara, they were punished, both of them. And there is, everybody knows. You can read it in the Torah portion. It's again chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, and then it says that Moshe Rabbeinu had to pray to Hashem to remove this sickness, leprosy that they had because of what they did. And then there is something very interesting. I don't know if you know, when people are sick in the Jewish community, we go to the synagogue and we ask the rabbi to pray for these people. And, in a different occasion. It can be after or before giving a lesson, during the praying. In different occasions, the rabbi says the name of the person that is sick, and we ask Hashem to send them redemption and good health. But in this Torah portion, Moshe Rabbeinu did not mention the name of the sick person. He said, Hashem, please heal her. Hello, heal who? What's the heal her? Her he meant Miriam. But he didn't say Miriam, the daughter of this and that, or whatever. He didn't mention the name of the mother or the father. Usually, that's what we do on a daily basis. We mention the name of the sick person and the name of the parents. But here, Moshe Rabbeinu mentioned he said only, please, Hashem, please heal her. And that, so what's the idea? Some commentators said when the person is right next to you, the sick person, you don't have to mention the name because it's right there and Hashem knows who you're talking about. And other commentators said Moshe Rabbeinu did not want to spend much time on a personal issue, otherwise they would accuse him that he is, spending too much time on his sister or family issue. So he said, what, let me do it quickly so nobody can say anything bad. So that's one thing. At that same incident, when they accused Moshe Rabbeinu divorcing his wife, the Torah said something unbelievable that we have to learn from it also on a daily basis. Moshe Rabbeinu did not answer them. And you know what the Torah said? It says that in that incident that Moshe Rabbeinu did not say anything, the Torah is testifying it's something that you must know. It says, now the man Moses was extremely humble, more than any person on the face of the earth. Can you imagine? The Torah says that Moshe Rabbeinu was the most humble man ever. Now, so can we be like Moshe Rabbeinu? I don't think we can be like Moshe Rabbeinu, but we can learn from his midah, his character, to be like that, to be humble also in our level. We cannot reach his level. We should and try to be humble as much as we can. You know, for a king, a rich man, powerful man, very famous, to be humble is very, very hard. You take a look around, see all these big guys that we have around us, all over the place. Can be governors, can be mayors, can be movie stars, whatever. When they have the power and the fame, they are not so humble. Now you can see that. I mean, it's not a secret. So to be humble, when you have this kind of position, it's not simple. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu, he had everything. He was very wise man. He was strong, he was big, he was rich, and he was talking to Hashem. And yet it says that he was the most humble man ever. So that's why our rabbi tells us, we have to say to ourselves every day, when can we reach these character traits of our forefathers? Like, to do act of kindness, like our forefathers. Okay, to be again, here is humble, to do tzedakah, all different character traits that we need to copy from our forefathers. Even from Hashem, when it says that Hashem is very patient and He is merciful, we have to be like that also, in our level, of course, not to go too crazy. Be'ezrat Hashem. No, see, sometimes people, they want to give tzedakah, okay? They have $100, okay? So you have to give 10%. You're not going to give the $100. Hello, you need some money for yourself. You have to buy some food. No, if you give the $100, then you're going to ask for people for money. So what did you do here? So now if you have $100 million and you give a few millions, that's okay. Nothing's going to happen to you. Okay? Nothing about that. Okay. So this whole idea of keeping to enrich and to improve our character traits is really important on a daily basis. Okay. Another thing that now we enter the Torah portion of Shlach Lecha. This is one of the most critical Torah portion in the Jewish history. Hashem promised this beautiful land to the Jewish people, and yet they had some kind of doubts that they wanted to see, to check exactly what's going on over there, what kind of land, what kind of people, so on and so forth. So just before they entered the land, they wanted to, not exactly before, but before they wanted to know what they need. They wanted to spy the place, to see what's going on there. So Moshe Rabbeinu decided to send 12 spies. And, you have all the details in the Torah portion over there. And it's very interesting. There's something, I don't know if you pay attention, when the Torah tells about the name of the spies, all of them are very serious men. They're all smart, they're all powerful, everything. It says about Joshua, his name was Hoshea, not Joshua. I don't know how he said it in English exactly, but it's Hoshea. Let's see how they spell it in English. It's Hoshea. That was his first name, the original name. And then it says that Moshe Rabbeinu changed his name to Yehoshua. Instead of Hoshea, Yehoshua. Now, both roots of this name is really to help, if somebody's in trouble, you ask Hashem for help, and Hashem is helping, is redeeming the person from the problem. So Moshe Rabbeinu gave him a special blessing because he saw that he might be influenced by the 10 spies, because there were 2 spies, Caleb ben Yefuneh and Joshua. They were the kind of the positive spies, and the others, the 10, where they gave a wrong and false report when they came back. There was a big question. Why did the 10 spies, when they came to the land of Israel and they saw everything that's going on there, they got scared because they saw abnormal things? They saw giant, they saw the land giving some fruits like in such an abnormal sizes, and they saw people dying all day long. They have a lot of funerals, whatever. So they got scared. However, Moshe Rabbeinu asked them just to give a report of what he specific things. When they came back, they said some truth, and then they added a lot of lies. So it says, I read in a few places, if you want somebody to believe you for something that you want to say, you start with the truth, and then you add a lie, and the person would think that you are talking the truth. And that's what they did. They said, yes, the land is great, however, this and this and this and that, and they gave their opinion. Moshe Rabbeinu did not ask their opinion. He just asked them, please tell me what you see, or whatever, all the information that he wanted to know. So because it says, because of the 10 spies gave a wrong and very negative, as a matter of fact, they said that they talk Lashon Hara on the land, and you cannot do that. Even on the land, you cannot talk Lashon Hara. To show you the Holy Land is so important, you can't say that. You can say Lashon Hara on the land, not only on people. However, because of this false or not true report, the Jewish people are suffering till today. And Hashem said, because you made the whole nation cry with no good reason, I will give you many good reasons to cry for. And that's what happened till today. Every Tisha B'Av, we have to cry. Tisha B'Av was the destruction of the 2 temples. And there was some other issue there that we suffer till today. However, Be'ezrat Hashem, this kind of problem will disappear soon when the Mashiach will come. Just to give you an idea how big the fruits of the Holy Land were. I don't know if you can imagine this. It's hard to picture that. Now, what do you think? How heavy is a cluster of grapes? You go to the supermarket, look for the biggest one that you have. Okay, I bet you maybe 5 pounds. I don't know, maybe 10 pounds, the biggest. In the Torah, it says, you read Rashi, you will not believe that. It says that they needed 8 people to carry this one cluster. They made the calculation. They were strong. The people there were very strong. They could carry tons. I don't know how, but they can carry. Anyway, the proof that this cluster was so big, it says that the Jewish people used the wine for the 40 years. I mean, can you imagine how big it was? It's hard to believe. Anyway, and so 8 people carried only one cluster. One spy carried one pomegranate, was big, very big. And I don't know, maybe the size of, I don't know, a whole house or something. Because there's a story, it says that this woman was eating some pomegranate seeds, and I don't know what happened exactly. Half of it, of the peel, she threw or was on the ground, and those spies were hiding inside the peel of the pomegranate. she couldn't even see them. For her, they was like bugs. And I know the people that were giants. To see a normal man as a little bug, can you imagine how you have to be giant? So in this Torah portion of Islam, toward the end of the Torah portion, we have a case of this man, a Jewish man, that he was gathering wood in the desert. Now, people saw him, they came to him, and they told him, listen, you cannot do that on Shabbat. Because you need, before you punish somebody, they need to get warning, and you need 2 witnesses. He did not listen to them, and he continued to do what he's doing. And we learned that from the verb koshesh, that he was still gathering wood. So, and now they knew, Moshe Rabbeinu also knew that he deserved the death penalty. The only thing that they didn't know how to execute him. So after Hashem told them, they stoned him to death. Now listen to this idea. Some commentary said it's unbelievable idea. This man, he knew what he's doing. He knew exactly what he's doing. And so why did he do that? He said he wanted to set an example to the older generation to come, to the end of the days. Look what happened to a person that violated Shabbat. Don't do that. Listen to me. I'm going to be the example for that. So it's like a message to all the generation to come. Do not violate Shabbat. It is not recommended. Not in this world, not in the world to come. And of course, you know, if a Jew violates Shabbat, he has a different status, different thing. And it's not good. It's not good at all. And if somebody, any Jew, I'm asking all the Jews, and of course people that want to be Jews, to keep Shabbat is thing in Judaism. There's nothing like Shabbat. And I read somewhere that, not to scare you, maybe to encourage you, that soon every day is going to be Shabbat. Wow, can you imagine that? You don't have to work, you don't have to pay tuition, no mortgage, nothing. You sit home, you study, and you eat, you enjoy, and Hashem provides you with everything. Like He provided the man for 40 years in the desert, nobody had to work, nobody had to do anything. That's listen to Moshe Rabbeinu, the day Torah. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for coming. I wish you all the best. Be well, be happy, and we'll see you next Sunday, even though it looks like the Mashiach is really going to come soon. So if he'll come, then he'll teach us the Torah, and we'll be very happy, happier than today even. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you all.